We are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to day 77 of Vibe Coding App Until I Make $1 Million. Today is going to be a big day. I just want to show you guys what the goals today are and talk a little bit about what we're going to be setting out to accomplish today, as well as talking about the phrase that's written up on the board this morning, execute with purpose. And today is going to deal a lot with this because when you have a plan and you are working towards that plan, you need to execute according to your long-term vision, according to your purpose. And today is going to serve as a day where we are going to be executing with purpose because, as you guys can see behind me, we have some pretty big goals up on the board today. So as you can see here, I want to draw your attention to number 3, which is testing the integrations in prod. So as you guys know, we actually yesterday pushed the ViewCreator 2.0 MVP to production. Now, I have feature flags and guards set up so that only I am able to use some of these features here, like connecting socials or like connecting, and actually posting from the platform to the socials. As right now, how we have this constructed is it's only me that is able to actually post to these platforms. And how it works is you can easily set up one of these apps and actually build on it, right? But verification is a completely different story. It's a completely different story to say, I can use ViewCreator versus anybody can use ViewCreator through these API integrations. And in order to get to that second step, in order to get to the ViewCreator 2.0 launch, we need to get these verifications pending. So literally the sole focus of today is to test these integrations in prod and make sure that my account is actually able to post and connect and to do all the things that we've been doing locally. But we now need to get the process started. So I want to zoom out. Oops, it looks like that camera shut off. But I want to highlight the fact that I have a Blue Yeti microphone here, as well as I have this right here, my MacBook, and today we are going to be actually getting this working and set up. So with that being said, we're going to be doing, for some of the platforms, you literally need to create demo videos and post them so that the platform like YouTube, for example, can actually review that and see, okay, what is this app all about? What does it do? And is it like a scam app? Is it a bot app? Or can we approve this? So with that being said, let me do a couple things on my end to actually get the stream started and everything updated and uploaded as needed. But one thing that's really cool is managing comments and managing videos through ViewCreator is actually easier than managing them on YouTube. So for example, I'm actually going to show you guys how this works. So I can go to manage videos or manage my videos. And here's the stream that I just got started. And one issue is that the thumbnail is not actually set, and this is actually a very common issue. So what I have to do is I actually have to drop in the updated thumbnail, which is this one here, and then I need to change the category to science and technology. It looks like, so we just actually did find a little bit of a bug. It looks like this category selector here doesn't actually go all the way down. So let's add it to that playlist, and then let's now save the changes. So is that thumbnail going to update correctly? I actually haven't tested that yet. So can we refresh this and the thumbnail is going to be updated? Okay, so that's something that we just found. We just found a little bit of a bug. We're going to need to fix that so that we can actually update the thumbnail. But we'll get to that in a second. Let me update those 2 features. Actually, never mind. It does look like it updated over on YouTube. If I go to YouTube, let me try this again and refresh. That's weird. It says on YouTube that it's now updated to have it. Let me see here. Maybe it just cached it. That's interesting. Let me pull up chat. Welcome everybody in. Droid Tech was the first person on stream. What's up? Joey loves Sarah. What's up? How's it going? One second. I'm going to check chat in just a second. I need to do a couple things on my end before we get started, and then we'll get going. Let me drop the link in the chat here. All right, let's get it, guys. All right, so now if I refresh this, that's interesting that hasn't updated yet because it does say that it's updated on YouTube. So interested to see why that issue is. NS, what's up, man? How's it going? Joey Love Sarah said, what do you do every day for your code planning workflows? I've got a lot to learn if you've been waking up early. Yeah, I wake up early and I set my goals and I get prepared for the day. But also, I'm about to start a poll in the chat. As you guys know, I always start a poll. Have you guys liked the stream? It actually really helps support the mission and the community. So make sure you guys like if you haven't already. But let me... All right, let's refresh. All right. All right. Okay, so big day ahead here. PNK Sound, what's up? Welcome. Droid Tech said this is what happens when hard work meets the limits of talents. You got this. Let's go. Jesse, what's up, man? How's it going? Collective of Mankind, what's up? Miracure, what's up? Like. Thank you, Droid. But let's actually drop this real quick. Let's drop the desk. And I actually need to get the camera over here. Let's get the FBI cam set up. I don't know what's up with the FBI cam today. For some reason it wasn't on when I checked. So let's get this fixed and then we'll get started. Hold on, let's see here. I hope I can do this without crashing the stream. Last time I did this, it crashed the stream, which is not fun. Let's see here. Will this work? There we go. All right. So yeah, this is what things look like from my perspective, guys. This is what it looks like. All right. Let me flip this around here. All right, let's get it, guys. Sorry. All right. FBI cam, yeah, definitely a W. Sinek said, how long have you been working on this app? You know what's interesting is I actually was watching today. I went back to day 20 to watch just to like have some reflection. I watched the initial start of us working on ViewCreator, and it really is incredible how far it has come in such a short amount of time. Yeah, Jesse, definitely a W, the FBI cam. Chill 839, how's it going? Welcome in, guys. Max Elmento said, why does it seem the income is stuck? I mean, right now we're not actually pushing revenue. So as you guys know, I mean, we've made $1,349 and we're not pushing revenue. Like, our goal right now is to get ViewCreator 2.0 to production, and that is when revenue is going to actually start booming. Like, when this is going to take off, it's when we actually start pushing revenue. And right now we're not really pushing it. Like, I'm not really trying to make a bunch of revenue from ViewCreator 1.0 right now. So one thing that we need to do is we actually need to go over to production, and we need to see, okay, I'm pretty sure that inside of production, we now do have, let me X out of this real quick. I was posting some YouTube shorts this morning. And what's crazy is that I'm so excited to get ViewCreator 2.0 up so we can stop working on this. Also, could a mod please drop a Discord link in the chat just so I can get that? We'll get that set up with that bot that we were talking about, but for now, until we get that, yeah, the Battle Mountain W, 100%. Tech with HM, what's up? All right, guys, so I want to go over a little bit about what we're actually seeing inside of production. So let's go over here, and as you guys know, we now have the accounts actually connected inside of production, okay? So let's go over here and let's check out the Connect Socials. So this is my account that has access. So personally, I am the only one that has, thanks Linux. All right, so I'm gonna pin that. Thank you, Linux. You know, I'm the only one that has access. Whoa, what happened to the, hold up, there we go. I'm the only one that actually has access to the Connect Socials feature inside of ViewCreator. And what we're gonna do now is the number 3 goal before we start testing is we know for a fact that, okay, YouTube is now fully connected and working, okay? Miracure said, how are the auto posting content scheduling features in ViewCreator? They're going good, and right now, as you guys can see behind me, today is going to be a big day because we're fully focused on verification, okay? We are locked in on actually getting our applications submitted because there is going to be a time process. So as you guys remember, if we go over to Perplexity and we start to talk about, hey, what were the things that we were looking at in terms of like the timelines and whatnot. So if you guys remember yesterday, we were working on this and we were looking at, hey, how long is it going to actually take? And honestly, I was a little bit surprised because I thought it would take longer than what we saw. So if I go down here, where's that table? So it's this one right here. This table is very, very important. I want everybody to review it so that we can all be on the same page. So with X, because X is the only paid API, we can literally get X set up today. It's just how they work. So because X is a paid API, how it works, which I actually like better. I wish we could just pay for all of them and didn't have to go through a verification process. But Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are all free APIs. But then X, in order to post on X, you have to pay about $200 a month, and then we're able to actually get verified. But up on the board today, we're gonna be testing this all in production, and then we're gonna be actually going through the process of getting verified. It's very, very important, guys. So today, this is gonna be a pretty pivotal day, okay? And that's why I wrote up on the board, execute with purpose, is because today is all about execution. We can't mess around today. Now that we have this information, now that we've built this, we can't procrastinate, we can't push things and kick the ball down the line, because we know that in order to reach our mission, and in order to actually get ViewCreator 2.0 up into production and pushed, we need to get verified, we need to get approval. So that's what today is for. We're going to be executing with purpose today. So Jesse said, I got some work that needs to be finished, so I'll be on here background checking in time to time. Okay, thank you, Jesse. Limitless said, how can I use GPT 5.1 on VS Code Codex? Thanks for answering. Yeah, so on my video this morning, if you watched it, you actually can't use GPT 5.1 right now. It's only available in ChatGPT. It's a weird release. If you guys saw my video this morning, I basically was using the classic vibe coding method to do that. But, you know, I think we can look at this and see, okay, the firm estimate for these, let's just go based off of firm estimate. So based off of this estimate from Perplexity, the hardest to connect to and get approval for is going to be Instagram, okay? 14 to 30 day estimate on that one. X is the easiest, Facebook is number 2, TikTok is number 3, YouTube is number 4. So the order that we're going to go in is we're going to do YouTube first, okay? Since we already have that working and we have that already connected, we're going to be taking a look at that, and we're actually going to be creating the demo video. And as you guys can see, what we're going to be doing is I have my MacBook Pro hooked up, and I'm actually going to be using this to be able to go to ViewCreator and make these videos, okay? So I'm over on ViewCreator, as you guys can see, and I'm gonna be going through and actually making those videos. For some reason, you guys, the audio isn't playing on some of the cameras, but that's all right. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's doing it. We're gonna improve the stream setup here soon, so. But guys, if you guys are just tuning in, have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Also, if you haven't joined the Discord, we just passed 800 members, which is absolutely incredible. So big shout out to our moderators, Linux Thing, J35, and Jesse Pinkman. You guys have been a great help. I'm excited to grow together as a team. You guys rock. But thank you so much for 800 members in the Discord. But yeah, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take a look at, we're actually going to use Perplexity for this, and we're going to focus in on them one at a time. Today, I am going to be working on actually going through the verification process for each of these, and the order that I want to go through is I want to actually focus on them one at a time, and you are going to be my AI assistant while I'm going through the verification process. So it is critical that you have all the knowledge that you need to help me step by step through the verification process for each of these platforms so that we can get everything submitted exactly how we need, with the correct scopes and the correct things, and make sure that we watch out for common pitfalls. You will be my verified AI assistant for this. Mike, how's it going? All right, so we're gonna focus in on YouTube. I'm just kind of prepping the conversation because guys, like I said, today's gonna be a big day. Okay, we have to execute today. We cannot give in to any obstacles that come into our way. Okay. I know that it's going to be challenging, and honestly, I've been like dreading it a little bit because I know that these verification processes can be a little bit annoying. So, you know, we're going to have to make sure that we do this correctly and that we execute well. So, chat, Let me know what you guys are up to in the chat, and we're just going to be really locked in and grinding today to get these verifications done because it's needed. If we want to get approval and we want to get ViewCreator 2.0 launched, we're going to have to get verified. So today is all about verification. We can't mess around. We can't lollygag. We need to lock in. We need to do this. So, all right. So your verification assistant is ready. I'll help you navigate common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Okay. So it said that quick wins. X is 30 minutes to approval. Okay, so look at this. So it says phase 1. It's actually recommending X. We've already done the Facebook business verification. Zuhaib, what's up? How's it going? So that's actually one benefit is we've already done that. So I'm not too worried about that. So that's good. I'm actually going to note that I have already gone through the process of business verification with Meta. Note this. Also, we will work on them one at a time. Need to walk me through. Also, choose the best order for this. Sennheiser, how's it going? Welcome. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit. I think it's a little bit quiet. Let's see here. Let me turn this up for you guys because we're going to be kind of locked in today. So I hope that you guys are working on good stuff today because we're going to be locked. Mike said, I implemented my own chat system in my app today, and I tried to show the users the thinking process and learned that the hard way. Hit my cursor pro limit result. You can't get the real thinking because OpenAI doesn't deliver them in the JSON results. Oh, that's interesting. Also, for those of you on Twitch, what's up? I have Twitch chat open as well, by the way. Linux Thing, thanks for the support over on Act. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so if you guys remember, so a couple of days ago, we were talking about the business verification, remember? And it was when we couldn't get the MFA working, and I was like, guys, should we just use, a third party? And we ended up kind of just blowing past the obstacle, and we ended up just like making a ton of progress that day. Let's see. Sebastian said, haven't been on stream in the last couple days, been locked in, got my second paid user today and hit a video with 27,000 views. Is everything doing good? Yeah, things are going great on this end. Great job, Sebastian. Congratulations. As you guys know, Sebastian has an application where he's doing a fantastic job. He has an AI application where it's essentially like, I may not do a great job in explaining it, but you're able to do things like upload like a PDF or a lecture, and it's able to create like quizzes and notes. It's like a great study tool, and he's been doing a fantastic job of marketing. And yeah, he just shared that he got 27,000 views, which is huge. Yeah, he's killing on marketing. So congrats, Sebastian. That's huge. Okay, so today, it says that the X is recommended. It said, let's start here right now. So we're literally going to have Perplexity guide us through the process. I am going to use, because there's going to be a lot of sensitive stuff, I'm going to be using my second monitor a lot today, just a heads up. But we're going to be working with Perplexity. So let's just do X. I think it's going to be what? The $200 a month subscription, right? Okay, let's focus in on X. Also, please note that I am streaming, so I will be passing in some sensitive things, and I need you to make sure that you do not output any sensitive information in chat as you are being streamed to thousands of people. Which is a pretty cool thing to say to Perplexity, not gonna lie. What's up, everybody coming in? The Awakened, how's it going? Mike said for Next.js, better use better auth, best what you can use, really good developer experience. Yeah. J35 said, saw this cool ChatGPT trick, asked ChatGPT to give you the seahorse emoji. Give me seahorse emoji, what does it do? All right, streaming mode activated. All right, so we're gonna set up a X API basic tier for ViewCreator. This takes about 30 minutes and costs $200 a month. You'll have production access immediately after payment. Okay, so that's why, it's very easy to get approval on X because they tax the living daylights out of you, okay? So we're gonna be going over to the developer API, the X developer API here. NS said to drop the link. to Sebastian. All right, so yeah, I mean, guys, so here's one thing that you guys should know. So look at this. So here's our app over in X, okay? You know, check this out. This is hilarious. Hold up, let me get a screenshot of this. All right, so here is like the monthly usage. Yeah, so Nova said $200 US a month. Yeah, 100%. It's gonna be tough. I mean, this is basically like a ChatGPT Max subscription, but you know, with the free plan, 21 posts pulled out of, you know, this, like, yeah, I mean, they tax you. They totally tax you. So let's go over to account billing, and I'm gonna have to add my payment method here. They want my card, guys. Jose said, don't forget to like the stream on YouTube, guys. Important. Thank you, Jose. And also, just to our mods, you know, something that I was talking to, you know, the mod team about, and I'll just share this on stream, is we are looking to build a team of junior moderators and starting to build the ranks of people that are actually looking to take responsibility in this community. And one thing that you know, the mods, Linux Thing, J35, and Jesse Pinkman and I were talking about this morning is we were actually talking about, hey, we need to start to build the BridgeMind community team. So if you guys are interested in gaining responsibilities and serving the mission and serving the purpose and having more responsibilities, you know, if that's something that interests you guys, please reach out to J35, Linux Thing, or Jesse Pinkman on Discord, because right now, you know, we have a challenge where the community is growing so fast that we need to start to bring people onto the team that are going to serve as moderators and people that have more responsibilities and have permissions and other things inside of the Discord. So if that's something that you guys are interested in and that you would like to do and be a part of this mission and this community, please make sure that you join the Discord and reach out to Linux Thing, J35, or Jesse Pinkman, and they'd be happy to help you and promote you to a junior moderator position, because that's where you'd start. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to grow the community, guys. Like I said, we broke you know, 800 members this morning, and it's just crazy how fast it's actually growing. Jose said yes. Yeah, I remember. I've got a decent memory, Nova. Okay. All right. So right now, they're taking my money. We're going deep into the red, guys. $200 a month out the window for Elon. I mean, man, I wish he could throw me a discount. Maybe I could hit him up on Twitter and say, hey. Or X, and say, hey, could you? Honestly, let's hit him up right now, guys. Hold up, we're gonna need to hit good old Elon up right now. Let's hit him up. Yeah, I have hired somebody. All right, let's send it off to good old Elon. Okay, Sennheiser said very interesting. D-Sad said, what do you need the mods to do specifically? Yeah, so right now it's like, you know, you guys are just going to have a little bit more responsibility and permissions inside of the Discord. You know, obviously this is a community that is taking off, and we just know that we're going to need that. So let's also see, what is this? So it's asking for a VAT or GST number. So let's figure out what this is. What is it asking for here? A VAT or GST number? What is this? I am entering my card details and my billing address. What do I enter here? All right. Yeah, definitely join in. So that field is optional. You can leave it blank if you're in the US. So VAT stands for value added tax. It's used in the EU, UK, and many other country, and then GST. So US, I don't have to worry about it. Okay, US doesn't have a VAT GST system, so don't worry about it. Okay. All right. All right, so he has my credit card, guys. He does have my credit card. Elon, go easy on me. All right, let's go over here now. Account, billing, transactions. So I now need to actually let's go to products, XAPI. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna share the I'm gonna share this here so that you guys can see what this actually costs. So and kind of talk through the limits with you guys. So, geez, this is insane. Okay, so watch this. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So for the X API, what's nice, and honestly, I wish that all the APIs were set up this way, because look at this. You can pay, and it is $200 a month, right? But the thing is you get immediate access. And the reason that these other companies have these verification processes is because, hey, if it's for free, they know that it's going to be abused, and they know that there's going to be issues with that. So what we have to do now is we're going to have to pay this $200 a month. We're not going to pay $2,100 annually because just for cash flow reasons, as from a business perspective, we don't want to do that. Mr. Zenos here said, no one here needs to be paying more than $15 per month for AI. We've grown far more advanced in a short amount of time. You can do a lot with a little. We are 1% users. I don't think I could not personally get very far with $15 on AI. I want to be using frontier models. I want to be using Cursor. I want to be having max usage and max context. So what we'll do now is what we're going to get is we can have retrieve up to 15,000 posts per month, and then real-time post stream, access to real-time posts, users 50K requests per month. Let's actually ask. So let's ask Perplexity. Hey, what am I gonna get when I use this basic subscription? When I upgrade to the basic subscription in ViewCreator, I allow users to post and schedule posts 2x monthly. How many requests at the app level will I be able to have? How many posts from ViewCreator will people be able to make? So let's drop that in and see hey, what actually is the limits that we're gonna have, right? I think that's important. So $200 a month. Okay. Oh, wow. Hey, big shout out to Nova. He just boosted the server. Thank you. I don't even know what that is. But shout out to Nova. He boosted the server? What does that mean? Shout out to Nova. Thank you. Nova, do you want to be a junior moderator? All right, so for writing posts, so retrieve, this is a read limit. So the read limit is terrible. 15,000 posts a month is nothing. But for the write, which is what we're actually going to care about, we pretty much are going to be able to post 1,667 posts per day app-wide, which is definitely decent enough. So if we have a ton of demand, we'll make it 5,000, because then at 5,000, what is it at the, how many do you get at the, how many posts per day do you get if you have the $5,000 here? I want to see that as well. Yeah, W Nova in the chat. Nova said I paid 35 euros for one of those boosts. Oh my gosh. Nova said I consider myself to be quite a soft person, so it's difficult for me to do harsh punishments. What do you mean harsh punishments? Okay, so 10,000 posts per day. Okay, wow. Okay. So here it is. So with the free tier, you can only do 17 posts per day. Then once you scale, so you guys can see that, geez, the enterprise, that's super, super expensive. Okay, Jesse said it's basically boosting the server, which unlocks additional perks and attracts new users and sorts. Okay, thank you. Shout out to Nova. Thank you. All right, so let's see. I think we obviously have to buy this, right? We're gonna buy it. So let's buy it. Did Elon respond? Oh, geez, why did all these, are these like bots? We just got a bunch of followers. Hey, J35 just boosted the server as well. Let's go. Let's go, guys. All right, shout out to J35, shout out to Nova. Thanks. I don't even know what that does, but shout out to you guys. Okay, so let's see. Back to this, we now need to buy this. So we're gonna do upgrade now, $200 a month coming in hot. So I just upgraded. Did it already bill me? Okay. So I now have basic. All right, so I have basic now. $200 a month. Okay, so let's let Perplexity know about this. Okay, so I just bought basic. What do I need to do now? And that said free boost, yeah. Graphi said you could always write a browser plugin to handle X interaction on the user's end. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna do it straight from the API. Yeah, we're gonna do it straight from the API. So I think this will be good to start. Oh, bigger file upload size. Okay, awesome. Emoji, soundboard, and so on. Let's go. All right, so the BridgeMine Discord server just got a huge boost. So if you guys have not already joined the Discord server, make sure you do so. There's a link pinned in the chat. Let me see, how many members are we up to? I know that this morning we just crossed 800, but it looks like now we're at 802. So big shout out to Nova. Appreciate you joining in. Happy that you're a member of the community. And let's give Nova let's promote Nova to one of the junior moderator positions. All right, so look at projects and apps, click on your project, click on your app name, set up user authentication. I've already done that. I mean, I think I've already done everything, right? So I think now what we should do is, hey, let's actually get this working into production, right? And before we do that, guys, another goal that I'm actually gonna write up on the board here, let's move this up. Today, we're gonna be grinding a lot today. I think that, it's Thursday, right? And what a lot of people do is, the week starts to wind down, you get over the hump day, and then you start to wind down, go enjoy the weekend. We're gonna do the exact opposite. This is the part of the week where the BridgeMine community turns up. And if you guys thought that I was taking any days off this weekend, you thought incorrectly. I am taking 0 days off. Let me find my expo marker real quick. Where did it go? There it is. So I'm going to write another goal up here on the board, okay? And I think that you guys, some of you guys are going to like it, some of you guys won't. But goal 9 here. You guys see this? Yeah, you're reading that right. We're going to do 500 push-ups today, all right? We're going to do 500 push-ups. So X verification is now submitted. Let's do some push-ups. We got a long way to go. Let me move the camera a little bit, adjust this. All right, you guys see that? All right, perfect. Oh man, I kind of messed it up though. All right, I have to get it just right. That's a little, okay, perfect. All right, so let's bang out a 50 bomb. Let's go, guys. Yeah, we're gonna do 500. Let's go. All right, there's one. I just know that today's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long one, guys. There's just too much that we need to accomplish. And yeah, So we've done 50 so far, and we've got plenty more to go. So let's go. All right. So let's see what X said. What did I ask it again? Okay, you know what we need to do? We're gonna open up VS Code, and unfortunately, you guys are not gonna be able to see that. And as I'm dead. But let's go over and let's actually make sure that our X credentials are now configured in AWS. So I'm gonna go to AWS here. I'm gonna log into my AWS account, and we're gonna actually get this going. Mr. Zeno said he needs something alive in the room, something that can absorb the Wi-Fi. Guys, we may even be doing a cold plunge on stream today. As you guys know, yesterday, my cold plunge got here. So I used to go to this place, and I technically still have my membership. But I used to go to a place to cold plunge, but I actually bought a cold plunge. So who knows, depending on how much we get done today and how hard we need to lock in, we might be doing a cold plunge on stream today. And I got in there this morning. I'll tell you what, it was cold. 41 degrees. But yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, haven't already liked and subscribed or joined the Discord, make sure you do so. Also, big day today because of the verification processes that we need to go through. So as you guys know, we just purchased the X $200 a month subscription. So we are gonna go a little bit deeper in the red, but that's all right. We need to do this. So I'm gonna go over to my okay. So I'm looking at my environment variables. All right, you guys can. All right. Hope that you guys can't. All right, yeah. So you guys, I'm gonna let you guys kind of like see what I'm working on. I'm gonna like mute this a little bit though. All right. So what I'm looking at is I'm just looking for, do we or do we not have the X environment variables already configured, right? Okay, so we don't. So we don't have the X environment variables configured into production. So that means that we actually have to pull this up, and we're just going to ask Composer 1, review the X API integration and tell me, I mean, guys, what am I doing? I already have it in the env vars locally, so hold on here. Let's pull this up. And as said that the cold plunge might break the internet. Yeah, Perplexity is really nice. All right, so let's go to the env vars. And I have so many env vars for this project, it's insane. All right, so we have 3 environment variables for this project. All right. All right, you guys are not going to be able to see this. Let me go here. Just in case. Okay. All right, so first one is the X client ID. The next one is the X client secret. And the last one is the redirect URI. I mean, after we get this going, it's like fully hooked up. So we should be able to test this in production once we do get it hooked up. This is the value for the X redirect URI. Note that this is not yet adapted to the actual domain. Please update it for the actual domain in production. What the heck? Okay. All right, so I just set these, so I should be able to now deploy, and we're gonna now be able to test this inside of production, okay? So instead of having it be set, you know, locally and testing and working locally, we're now updating the service so that we can see, hey, is this actually going to work in production? And then that'll literally be, I mean, how long have we been streaming? 40 minutes? And we'll already have one fully integrated end to end, which is huge. That's pretty big. So that's now updating. So let's go back to this here. So we do now have this one configured, okay? So I'm actually going to now cross this off the list. X verification is submitted. That one is immediate. Once you pay for that $200 plan, Nova's vibing. Thank you for subscribing over on Twitch. Q Ton said, can you do the TikTok developer site? Anytime I try, it's not working for me, the manage app area. We will do that. Sound Inspector said, I woke up 5 minutes ago to your stream playing on PS4. Okay. So, also, welcome, Sound Inspector. It's good to see you. All right, let's see here. So we're now going to need to, what's the next one on the list? So we're gonna test that in production, which it is now deploying. Okay, X is now completed. I've set my EMV VARs in production and it's now been deployed. We now need to move on to the next verification. What should be next? All right, so that's now deploying. We'll test that. I think we should be good on that one. Also, Whisperflow misunderstands when I say ENV VARs. It like says it's EM, like with an MV VARs. Also, where is chat today? Are you guys alive? You guys have a heartbeat? Where is everybody? I said I was locked in today and everybody's like, all right. All right, so what's next? So Instagram, it wants Instagram to be next. So it says that, oh wow. So Instagram, it said multiple resubmissions are expected for Instagram. Okay. All right, so it says while waiting, we can work on TikTok and YouTube. You should start ASAP because it takes 14 to 30 days with multiple attempts. Okay. All right, we've done this. Record a video demonstration. Okay. Submit first app review. All right. Please note that I already have my Facebook or my Meta app created. Here are some screenshots of the dashboard. So I'm gonna give it the context of everything I'm looking at. And you know what's cool, guys, is right now what we're doing is we're just working with AI. And ultimately where I think that this is headed, if you guys saw my YouTube video from this morning where I was vibe coding with the old classic vibe coding workflow. So what vibe coding used to be is you would work with ChatGPT on one screen and then you would actually do your task in the other, right? And what I think is really cool is that ultimately you're going to be able to do things like what we're doing right now with ViewCreator, where we're actually going to try and get submitted and verified and all that. And it's all going to be automated inside of like AI. Like you won't even have to use Perplexity. DSAT said, what exactly are you verifying for each social media right now? I think I missed something. Yeah, okay, so that gives me an opportunity. You know, let's just re-talk a little bit about what we're doing and why, okay? So in the past week, literally last week, 7 days ago, last Thursday, we started working on getting our APIs submitted so that ViewCreator would become a platform that actually integrates all the APIs so that we could post from ViewCreator and manage our platforms using AI and actually manage platforms from ViewCreator, right? So we started with YouTube, and we were able to build the YouTube API integration in one day. So we were like, wow. Then we did, what was next? It was Facebook was next, and then we did X, and then we did TikTok. And the thing is that you can get these working, but it's a different question. Like right now, it's only working for me personally because I've set up what's called test accounts. So you can even see like right here, you know, it said, hey, today set up test accounts. So right now it doesn't understand that we've already done this. We've already gone through this prep. PNK Sound said, I'm alive. I'm building 2 projects at once right now. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I got a WebSim project, my main IDE one. Let's go, man. Yeah, this is bridge music. Yeah, a lot of the time, Mike, I agree with you. I do a lot of security vulnerability checks. So I'm now going to take a screenshot of what I'm looking at and drop it in here so that Perplexity understands the permissions in the products that I have set up. As you can see, I already have one meta app set up that is for ViewCreator that has 2 products, Facebook login and the Instagram graph API. And then let's go over here. Review the logic for my integration with Meta for both Facebook and Instagram, and create a README that will be a complete documentation on how their APIs are used inside of ViewCreator and what they are for and how they are used. All right, complete documentation, and now I'm going to pass this documentation into Perplexity so that it has an understanding not only of what I'm trying to accomplish, but from a coding perspective and from a product-based perspective, how that's actually used. So we're going to do a Meta integration README as well as a Instagram integration README. ASAD asked what type of apps are being created here. We've created ViewCreator.ai. It's in open beta. But really, ViewCreator right now is what we're referring to as ViewCreator 1.0, and we have a substantial update coming to ViewCreator that we're calling ViewCreator 2.0, and that's what we're working on today. Rajtech said coding. All right, let's go, Rajtech. Lock in, man. All right, so here's all that. Also, Water Bottle Mountain is getting a lot bigger, guys. New user said, why are you passing project information into Perplexity? Yeah, so right now, if Perplexity doesn't actually know the integration that we have in the project, then it's not going to be able to guide me properly. Like, it could end up 2% of the tech limit. And is it paste this text? Okay. So I'm gonna, I think that's a great question by new user 2003. So why we're doing that is Perplexity does not have the information of our actual application, right? So we need to create a README that will then drop in all the information about how the API integration is used inside the actual application so that it has the perspective of that. Why can I not submit this though? Is it over the limit? I think we're gonna have to... It's over the limit. Could you please make the document a little bit shorter? It went over the limit for Perplexity. Also, what just happened? All right. Could you shorten this a bit? It went over the text limit. DSAD said, man, wish we had a lines of code counter for this project. Yeah, it's actually a good idea. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna shorten it a little bit. It needs to be shortened. It was too long to pass into Perplexity. PNK said the music is banging right now. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna shorten it a little bit. All right, there, shortened. Keep, boom, boom. All right, hopefully now if we do, can we do a control? Yeah, so there we go. So we shortened it, now we can submit. That was the docs that we had. So now it's reading the attached files. All right, perfect. Nathan said, this is my first time running into this stream. Pretty cool stuff. Love seeing people build in public. What's your name, though? What do you use for task management for your AIs? Thanks. Welcome, Nathan. It's good to see you and have you around. My name is Matthew. I'm 23 years old. I use Cursor a lot, and for task management, I use a lot of like planning and readmes. So sometimes I'll like generate readmes and stuff and do an evaluation before. I hope that answers your question. All right, so it says perfect. You're way ahead. Facebook login and Instagram Graph API products already are added to your Meta app. This means we're halfway done with the technical setup. Now we need to configure the required permissions and scope, submit the app for review. So it's a 14 to 30 day review process. So that's why we're doing this now, okay? Is that we know that there's gonna be a review process for this, and we can just say coming soon. But you know, X is now, speaking of which, let's actually check and make sure. I want to check to see if the task actually did rerun. Okay, so one thing before we continue, I just want to go over to production here and actually test, hey, is ViewCreator working in production for the X API, okay? This is very important to find out. So let's go over and let's click manage, and I'm now going to scroll down. Actually, it's up here. If I click connect account, so I'm now going to click X, okay, and it's going to now redirect me over here. And this is what it says. It says ViewCreator wants to access your X account. So I can now click authorize app, and it said X account connected successfully. And let's now go over to create, and we're going, oh, we need to create a brand profile. So let's just, this is gonna be easy. So, I mean, guys, what have we created? I mean, I was watching the day 20, I was literally watching it back in the first, if you guys go back to the day 20 stream, you'll be able to see where all of this started, and you guys will be able to see where ViewCreator started. Like in the first minute of the day 20 stream, I talk about what I wanted to accomplish with ViewCreator, and I basically say, yeah, so I'm gonna be building an application where you're able to create social media content at scale, and it's just kind of cool to watch, you know? Okay, so now I can go to X, I can click continue to publish, and I'm gonna say ViewCreator X integration is working in production. I'm gonna say if you are seeing this. Okay, so let's do publish. So publishing, published. I mean, guys, what the frick? Oh my gosh, that's insane. All right, so it does work. Did you guys see that? So let's go over to X. Let's pop over here and see, did that work? Yep. So if you are seeing this, the ViewCreator X integration is now working into production. So, geez, that's insane. All right. So let's now go over and let's go over the board here, guys. And let's go. So test integrations in prod. So we're now going to write down with our red marker here which ones are actually working in production. So we now have YouTube. So we have YouTube and we have X. And we're just going to add them as they go in. New user said, so are you using Perplexity as a project manager or something? Why send the project data there at all? I typically use GPT-5 Web for my project manager. So we have somebody in chat called WDan, and WDan is a very resourceful person, and he recommended using Perplexity for this. So we are using Perplexity. So, I mean, got the bots on me. So yeah, I mean, that works. If you are seeing this, ViewCreator X API X integration is working production. So that now works. So, I mean, that's perfect. I mean, there's nothing else that really needs to be said. We got it working, right? So that works, period. So let's go back over here. Now that's finished testing. So we now have that up. So, okay, so the current status, the Meta app is created, the Facebook login added, Instagram Graph API added. So the Facebook verification process is complete. Remember, that's actually a big thing. P&K said, I'm gonna try it out later and see what happens. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay $20. Like, I mean, I would say, also, side note, there is an issue, there's a bug. We still have not solved that turnstile issue that we were having. So I will say there's like some issues that that's why we're going to be grinding super hard today. But okay, so configure Instagram basic permissions. So this is going to take 10 minutes. So it said click on, okay, so this is going to, let's sit down and let's kind of lock in for a bit because we're going to have to follow this step by step, okay? Yeah, Mr. Zeno, that's actually a perfect response. Mr. Zeno, so Kuvo in the chat said, what do you think about getting replaced by AI? And Mr. Zeno said, enhancing you. Yeah, AI enhances. It does not replace. at least in this sense, and in today's world, it's an enhancer, not a replacer. So, okay, so click on the Instagram Graph API. You need to request these permissions for app review. So Instagram Basic, so there's a decent amount of them. So go to Settings, and we're now going to go to, let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna say here. I clicked on Settings in the Instagram Graph API, and I'm now on this page. Okay. All right, Qtune said, I did this setup for the social as well this week, auth verification, then use ViewCreator for the data content. Nice. Also, guys, I'm going to go, while this is outputting, I'm going to go grab my different set of headphones. I'll be back. Replace these. All right. Okay. So it says go to app review, click on that. And then it says click on permissions and features, which I just did. All right. So I'm just gonna have this AI assistant be along with me every step of the way. Also, is J35 here? Just wondering. Because J35's here, I have a question for him. Alright, already have public profile advanced access. That's the big one. So I need to request pages manage metadata. What is going on? Well, those are completely different, right? Isn't that different than the ones that it said that I needed? Like it said these ones here. It said these ones. So take note of this. So Instagram basic public profile. So Instagram content publish, which I don't even see. Oh wait, I spelled it wrong. Content publish. Oh, I see it, yeah. All right, the Instagram content publish permission allows your app to create organic feed posts and videos on behalf of a business user. All right, so I have to request. Can I request multiple at once? So what did it tell me? Pages manage metadata. All right, so it looks like I can like request multiple of these at once. Page public content access. Request advanced access. So I have to request advanced access for all these. Instagram manage comments. Yes. Page public metadata access. Page public metadata access. Instagram manage upcoming events. What does that one allow you to do? Read, create, and update upcoming events on behalf of Instagram account administrator people using the app. To request advanced access to this permission, you need to make a successful test API call. It may take up to 24 hours after the first API call for this to become active. Is that one even needed? Wait, hold on. You know what I don't like, and I think it may have confused it, is, hold on, I'm gonna refresh this. Okay, I just refreshed it. This was your original list of permissions that I needed. Why did you all of a sudden add these permissions once you saw the screenshot? That makes no sense. Do I actually need these? Or which, you need to tell me exactly which permissions I need for ViewCreator. And I'm gonna drop in the documentation again, because I think that's, if you guys notice, I just think that was a hallucination. I think that was a hallucination. So you need to be able to pick up on those hallucinations and realize, oh, that's probably hallucination. DSAT said, are you using LLMs to refine your prompts ideas to improve performance? I mean, right now I just kind of know, I've been doing it long enough to know and understand what needs to be done, right? It's like, all right, that was hallucination. I did not, like, yeah, permissions, like, I just knew, I was like, what the heck? So it got confused, okay? Okay, what you need. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so Instagram content publish. Let's do this again. So Instagram, manage comments, edit app review request. Okay. Okay, permissions and features. Okay, Instagram basic. Instagram basic. That is not a, oh, there it is. Request advanced access, yes. Instagram content publish. And do you guys see what I did? And the reason that I had it do the summary initially is because I knew, hey, Perplexity isn't gonna know what ViewCreator is or what it does, right? So what do you have to do? hey, you're gonna have to make it, you're gonna have to do a README file that you can pass in so that it knows exactly how your project operates so that it can intelligently give you a recommendation on what you need to do. And then the last one is Instagram manage comments, okay? Instagram manage comments. So request advanced access. Okay, now these three, so pages show list. So these are Facebook related. Pages show list, yes, request advanced access. And what I do notice about Perplexity is that Perplexity, I'll be honest, like there were some things about when I was using this on GPT where GPT was like giving me permissions and stuff that didn't actually exist. So just definitely something to note. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna now continue to request. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at now, and I'll show this to you guys, but review this now. Am I ready to click next? All right, here's what I'm looking at here. So here are the permissions that I needed. Warren Dev, thank you. J35, thank you for supporting on X. Oh, is J35 over on Twitch or where is he? Alright, so next steps after clicking next. How to use, video demonstration, test the user credentials, step-by-step instructions, then tell me what the next screen shows. Okay, so let's push forward, guys. Let's move. Oh, you know what we should do, though? What is the playlist? This is, sorry, I just actually paused the music. This is bridge music. So for those of you that know, oh, oops, whoa. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is bridge music. So I do make the music on the channel so I don't get hit with copyright strikes. So this is using the Sona 4.5 model, as you guys know. Let me drop it in chat. Here's the playlist I'm playing. All right, so I'm now seeing next here. All right. Also, if you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. J35, thanks for banning over on Twitch. I appreciate it. I see you. All right, so user guidelines. So I'm actually gonna create documentation for each of these that we are requesting, because I want to make sure that we can reference back if we ever need to. All right, so these are all the permissions that we have. And I'm not going to pass this into Perplexity. I'm actually going to pass this into Cursor. create a MD file that documents that these are the permissions that we have requested from Meta for our Meta app. Have this README available so that we can always keep track of it. All right. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay. So now I'm going to screenshot what we're looking at the next page, which is where we're at. Review this and tell me what is needed next. Where are we at in the process and what is needed? Oh, geez. Okay, so we do have the app settings. Okay. So we have verification and we already have app settings configured. App settings, basic. Privacy policy. Let me think in depth. So something that I'm worried about is, you know, I just made like a basic privacy policy and a basic terms of service a long time ago, and it hasn't been updated in a while. So we're gonna have to make a new one because, you know, now in the verification process, you know, these companies are gonna be looking at our terms in our privacy policy. So we don't want to blunder. So let's go to, guys, what model do you guys think is the best that has internet usage? Do a complete in-depth analysis of the application and then review the privacy policy and the terms of service. And you are now going to create an MD file of everything that ViewCreator does, and then to make notes in the MD file about potential improvements and things that we need to add to our privacy policy and our terms of service to accurately reflect what the app actually does, how data is handled, and make sure that we have an up-to-date privacy policy as well as an up-to-date terms of service policy. I mean, this could be good for, I mean, let's put 2 agents on this. I think this is important. Let's put Opus 4.1 on this as well. So let's launch Claude as well. And we're going to do Opus Ultra Think on this. And we're going to drop this into Opus as well. You are to create an MD file at the root of ViewCreator called Opus 4.1 legal review.md. And then here, you are to create an MD file at the root of ViewCreator called Codex legal review. Okay, Ronald. Okay, so Ronald just said, hello, Matt. I DM'd you on Discord. The landing page is done. Let me know what you think. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm currently hiring vibe coders, and I have a ton of applications. I have over 75 applications. I just am a little bit over my head in terms of the actual amount of people that have applied. So if I haven't gotten around to your application or contacted you, you know, bear with me on that. There's just a lot of interest. And one person that reached out to me is they actually reached out to me with a they said this. They said, and this is actually, I like this. I want to just give a shout out to Ronald and say that Ronald reached out and he said, hey, let me know if you need anything else, like a task, so that you know, you could evaluate me on that. And you know, what I told him is I said, hey, rebuild the landing page of ViewCreator, and if you do a good job, then you're hired. So if it's okay, Ronald, I'm going to now open this up on stream. We're going to review it as a All right, so here's what Ronald came up with for the landing page of ViewCreator. Honestly, they did a pretty good job. Chat, what do you guys think? How did Ronald do? So I said just make a landing page. So these are made with AI, which is fine. Just placeholders. Section here. I like this. Ronald, what'd you use for it? Oren Dev said this landing page is better. Small Boy said Ronald killed it. Collective of Mankind said sick. Mystery Gamer said as a computer science major, Rob earned it. DSAD said W Ronald, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a professional front-end designer for a large company. This is clean. K&K Sound said W. Ryan said looks good. Overnight said demo me your projects and your portfolio is what I would like to say. Nathan said I might be paranoid here, but I think you guys should be more careful about using fake customer reviews and fake names from blog posts. I mean, he's not. This is just like a wireframe. It's not actually legit. Ronald said Next.js and ChatCN. Sennheiser said I think that he thinks that the landing page could be better. What about on mobile? How does it look on mobile? Ronald, let's schedule a call together later today or whenever you're free. I just DM'd you. Good work. W's in the chat for Ronald. Overnight software developer, have you applied for the Vibe Coder position? Because one thing I will say is that with ViewCreator 2.0, and guys, this is important and something that I want to elaborate here on, okay? I need front-end designers, okay, for the ViewCreator UI. So that's why when Ronald asked, what's a task that you could give me, that's why I gave him that task, is because I know that we're going to need to improve the front-end UI. So, you know, if you guys are truly interested in the Vibe Coder position and you guys want to work with me and you want to be a part of the super team, you know, and I told Ronald this, but you know, I have, for the past several years, I have over 3,000 commits each year, okay? So when I look for people, when I look for developers, I usually look for people that have in the range of somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 GitHub commits a year. That's just what I look for personally. But Ronald here did a good job in showing me what he's capable of. So definitely earned a follow-up conversation in a shot at potentially being a part of the super team. So, Ronald, I just DM'd you so we can have a side conversation, but good job. But, you know, I share this because if you guys are interested in being part of the super team, you should take that initiative that Ronald did as well. I mean, he just did a great job in following up and saying, hey, is there a task that you could give me that where I could show you what I'm capable of? And so I give a lot of respect for that. Linux said office vibes on his end. Let's go, Linux. Yeah, definitely Orange definitely changed the color scheme would need to be changed, but that's like easy. I think that what he did and the responsiveness and what he did was well done. Okay. So with that said, let's get back to work. Allowed usage, not checked, empty circle, data handling needs review. Reviewer instructions not started. Okay. Okay, certify that your app is using permissions, features, and APIs according to their allowed data usage. So we need to do this. Oh, jeez. So there's a ton. This is a lot. So yeah, we're gonna be grinding on this for a bit. Carlos, it's completely negotiable. Josh asked, what is the super team exactly? Hold on. Before I get into that, let's do some push-ups, guys. Let's go, chat. Push-ups. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Do Miguel, I don't think those are faked. Over years of time. All right, 100 push-ups, nice. We're up to 100. How's another set of 50? Yeah, I pretty much don't even care about resumes at all. I don't care where you went to college. I don't care where you went to school. I just care about your work ethic and what you can do. And your personality. If you write, one thing I do care about, if you write code, you're not getting hired. If you don't believe in vibe coding, you're not getting hired. Adderson, what's up? All right. What is this? All right. So drag and drop. Upload a screen recording that demonstrates how your app will use this permission. Oh, geez. Okay, so we need to literally. Okay, look at this, guys. So we're gonna have to do a screen recording of how the app actually uses this permission. I mean, listen, guys. I am looking to build a super team, okay? And I'm hiring right now. And you guys have complete access to me if you literally just join the Discord and messaged me. Like, I gave Ronald an opportunity. Ronald is going to get a follow-up meeting, okay? He earned it. So, you know, for those of you that are interested in that, know that, you know, hey, I put a job posting up and I immediately got 75 applications, okay? And if you guys really, really want the job and you want to work with me and you want to work on these projects, then I recommend that you reach out to me on Discord and you do exactly what Ronald did. Because he really took the initiative there. right, so I have to do a lot of work on this one. Overnight software developer said it's very hard to do. When I ask you to show me some of the projects you've done and demo them, you'll need to demonstrate front end and back end and database with integrations like Stripe. All right, shoot. So this is the time-consuming process. Yeah, Jose. Yeah. Josh asks, what are the biggest gaps or skills that your team needs? I just need a hardworking person. That's, like, for example, I need a front-end developer right now to help me rebuild this ViewCreator website for ViewCreator 2.0. We also need to build a better marketing system. So I just have so much opportunity for you guys. The question is, who is going to be willing to put the work in to get it, right? All right, so just as an update, Ronald just is got a meeting. D-Sat, I just did push-ups, so. All right, you need to write a detailed explanation of what value is okay. Okay, so let's go here. Write a handoff prompt to Cursor so that it knows what we are currently doing in this process. And note the fact that I need to make sure that I can demo this. So I need you to write a handoff prompt that will describe to Cursor the permission that we are currently requesting and what features need to be built so that we can demo it. Josh DeFilippi, are you in the Discord, man? Because I'm interested in talking to you. If you literally just join the Discord and PM me, I am looking to hire somebody like I'm working, guys. I'm working all day, every day. Like, I'm moving on this. So if you guys, take the initiative, you guys are going to have an opportunity. So, I'm meeting with Ronald tonight. He earned the opportunity. If you guys want the opportunity, I'm literally telling you guys right now, it's easy as joining the Discord and sending me a personal message, exactly like Ronald did. Hypertech said, let's say you get 5 people from Upwork and show them your content so they understand what you are working on right now so they can prep for the work if you do hire them. I'm not interested in Upwork. I'm not interested in any of that garbage. I'm hiring from the Bridge Mind community. I've decided that 100%. I'm not touching Upwork. I have an Upwork right in front of me of developers and people that are passionate about coding and vibe coding. If I go to Upwork, I'm going to find some rando that has 15 other clients that is not focused on this mission. So review this handoff prompt from Perplexity of what we are currently doing and help me study in depth the current existing implementation for both Facebook and Instagram and assist me in brainstorming and strategizing what features we currently do have, as well as which features are currently missing. Do an in-depth review of both the ViewCreator API as well as the Creator UI. All right, API. All right, and we're going to use a better model. We're going to use GPT-5 high fast things faster. Yeah, Supercode Monkey 92 watching. I mean, this is becoming. I mean, everything's blowing up. And I think that this is what happens when you're consistent and you stay true to your mission. And, you know, as you guys know, you know, I'm on a mission here, okay? I'm not trying to be a content creator. I'm not taking any money from sponsors. I'm not even monetizing the live streams. Did you guys know that? I don't even have, you guys probably don't get hit with ads because I don't monetize them. I don't put ads on the live streams because I don't want money from YouTube. I want to build up the mission. So, you know, as you guys know, for those of you that have been attuned to this mission and what we're accomplishing, you know, I have no interest in sponsorships or turning YouTube or any other platform into like a monetization opportunity. I'm genuinely just interested in accomplishing the mission through the businesses, okay? That should be well known. And if you're new to the mission, if you have not already liked and subscribed or joined the Discord, make sure you do so. And if you're interested in joining the BridgeMind super team of vibe coders, we are hiring currently 2 vibe coders. I already have hired 1 person from the BridgeMind community, and I have opportunities for others as well. So if you're a vibe coder and you have what it takes and you know that you have what it takes, then talk to me because I recognize greatness very easily. So, how much am I paying for subscriptions? I'm losing a lot of money right now. Rico said if you don't take ads on your YouTube vids, they won't recommend you as much, as YouTube can't earn from your video. That's a good point. Well, YouTube's gonna have to get over it and recommend me anyway. All right, guys, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Join the community, join the mission, join the journey. There's no stopping what we're going to accomplish. All right. All right, let's hit some push-ups, guys. Come on, let's go, guys. Anybody that hasn't been doing push-ups, let's get it. Come on. Let's go. I don't know, if that was only 25. I'm going to conserve the energy. Just as a reminder, we're going to do 500 push-ups today. Let's go. DSAT tech stacks don't matter anymore. What are the salaries? There are no salaries. We'll just work it out. There's people from all over the world that are a part of this community. So salaries, I don't even list the salary. Sean, what's up? Supercode Monkey said, how much we take risk, that big, the bigger the community grows. Yep. All right. So, you know what I'm a little bit worried about here? Is that, I think that we are at least on Meta, we have some features that are missing on our configuration. Jay Sayubi just said subscribe. Let's go. Welcome to the community, man. Make sure you join the Discord as well, as that's where our community hangs out. And yeah, the Discord, like, people ask, you know, yeah, the marathon, yeah, I'm training for an Ironman. You know, a lot of people ask, they say, hey, like, do I have to pay to join the Discord? Like, you know, and I just want you guys to know, there is going to be none of that creator nonsense from me. I'm not interested in making money off you guys. I'm just interested in building up the community. I want to make money from the businesses and improve what's possible with AI and build an AI super team. All right, so here's our audit here. Okay. Yeah, GPT-5 High Fast is nah, this is not usage-based pricing. It's on my Ultra plan right now. My Ultra plan restarted on November 11th, so we're using Ultra right now. All right, so let's just drop this in. So it looks like there's a decent amount missing. I mean, I don't want to get it over my head. Yeah, so Rico, what we're doing right now is we're getting verified. So as you guys can see, if you're just joining and you don't know what we're doing today, let's talk about the goals. We are trying to get verified for ViewCreator 2.0. And the reason that I need, I would say the biggest need that we have right now is I need a front-end developer that has incredible UI skills. That's one of the developers that I need on the team right now. If you are a UI developer and a vibe coder, I don't want a coder. If you don't believe in AI and you don't believe in vibe coding, don't bother applying. Okay, you're a thing of the past. Nobody's gonna want you. Okay, but a vibe coder, if you're a vibe coder, I want to have a talk. And I want to talk about what we can do together and how you can be a part of the vibe coding super team at BridgeMind. So let's kind of just like look at this. I mean, I think an issue that we have is that there is a decent amount of missing logic. Like, let's just bring this over to ChatGPT real quick, and let's just go to instant. Summarize this. What permissions or what features are missing? List what permissions we currently have and which ones do we not have? All right, so we're gonna do instant on this, 5.1. Jose said probably the first company hiring only vibe coders. Yeah, I mean, if you're like, you know, if you code, I'm not kidding. If you write any code, I'm not interested in working with you. I'm not even kidding. I mean, obviously you need to understand what you're doing, but yeah, I mean, if you write code, you're not gonna get hired. People think that that's like a badge of honor, and it's not. Okay, so Instagram content publish, fully implemented. So really a lot of what we're missing is this here. All right. Rico said devs that turn to vibe coding are usually way better than noobs turning to vibe coding. Yeah, 100%. I mean, the thing is that vibe coding, people have a misconception of it. I'm not looking for beginner developers that have 100 or even like 300 or 400 commits. You got to have thousands. You got to have some experience, okay? But also, if you can get the work done, if you have the drive, if you have the motivation, if you have the skills, then come work for BridgeMind. Casey said, I agree. I made my first mill vibe coding. How do I join? Casey, join the Discord and personal message me. Okay, so what I'm doing here is we need to build a lot of functionality right now, okay? And the reason that we need to build a lot of functionality is, I'll just turn here and we're actually use the whiteboard here, okay? We need to build a lot of functionality because we are trying to get verified for both Instagram and Facebook, okay? And there are permissions that we know that we are going to need that are currently missing from the application, okay? So what this means is for these two, we have some missing features, and what we're gonna do is agentically speaking, this is the strategy. We have a lot of features that need to be built. So right now, the agent that we're currently working with, GPT-5 High Fast, is going to create a ton of different tasks through READMEs that we're going to then pass off to sub-agents so that we can build all of these features, okay? So this is what we're doing right now. This is how vibe coding works. So based off of the review, I now need you to create a robust plan for both the API and front end and create READMEs so that we can pass them off to different agents. Your READMEs must document the task completely, why the task is being done, what other tasks are being done, and what the agent's specific task is. Each README must serve as an individual guide for that agent. You are to create a main README that each agent will be able to reference, but each agent will have a sub Zuhai, be respectful of others. If you're not respectful of other people in the community, it's zero tolerance. All right, but each agent will have a You are serving as a managing agent. All right, so we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna accomplish. We know that there's a lot of functionality that needs to be built very, very quickly. There's a lot of functionality missing. So as you guys can see, we are going to be building a scalable solution for this. Kaiza said should add a show-off channel so we can see what other people in the community are working on. That's a good idea. I don't know if Linux or J35 are watching, but maybe we could write that down. All right, so we're creating a bunch of sub agents. So as you guys can see here, I asked this agent to create a bunch of tasks for sub agents, and as you can see, this agent is creating tasks for sub agents, and it's giving them names. So, for example, Ava, Blake, Casey, and here's the main app review sprint. So there's a master guide. So this is the lead agent, and I don't know. I just actually invented this. I don't know. I wanted to try this. So. Okay. All right. Super Code Monkey said, "Can we complete 8K in 3 days?" I don't know. Potentially. I think that we could potentially hit. Guys, the goal for the community is 10,000 subscribers by December. So right now we have 7,200, and I think that we can hit 10,000 by December 1st. Okay. Are you in Pro plan? No, I'm on the Ultra plan. Have I tried Augment Code? I'm not a big Augment, guys. I have not tried it yet, though. Let me know if I'm missing something. Use Markdown style prompt for longer prompts. Much easier for you to write and MML to understand. Yeah, it already does that by default. You should upload your vibe coding process on a separate video. I think that will do well. Probably, yeah. All right, so as you guys can see, we now have all of these separate, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm now going to open up a bunch of Codex agents, okay? So we're gonna use the Codex workflow. We are not going to use the cursor workflow for this. I think this is a better workflow for the Codex workflow. I think GPT-5 Codex High is going to do very well at this. All right. All right, so now we just scroll up and we can add all of these readmes, okay? So, at... Maybe you just literally just call it readme, or what is this? Readme? Oh, I don't like the name of that. Oh, meta app sprint. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to at meta app sprint. All right. I want to launch 8 of them. I think that's something we need, right? If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All All right. All right, perfect. All right, so now we need to drop these tasks in. So the first one is API Facebook Analytics metadata. API Facebook Analytics. So that one's done. Next one is the API Facebook Analytics. Wait, we already did that one. The Facebook pages. Was it this one? API Facebook metadata. This one's going. All right, so now Instagram profile card. Boom. Facebook settings. All right. You are now to actually process these readmes and update the code. Jesse, right now we are working on the Facebook verification. So for you guys that have been watching along, threads also should allow threads. Yeah, we'll do threads, but right now I don't think it's a huge focus. You are to now study both readmes and actually update Blake. You are Blake. You are now to continue. You are Casey and need to accomplish that task. You now need to continue and update the code. You are Dana and you are to accomplish this task. You are now to update the code. You are Gail and you are set to accomplish this task. You are now to update the code and run the QA tests and video. You are the agent that is to execute this task. All right, let's go, guys. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Overnight, software developers say, I can say I never seen a better AI coding agent than Augment yet, but you need to get the pro version. I'm not certain about it. It's $20 tier at all. PNK sound, let's go. I don't think that droid's that good. Why am I naming them? Just because it's fun. This one should probably wait. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Linux said he's over here just hearing Matt name agents and without context was like, what the vibe? Yeah, naming agents. Shout out to Linux. Let's go. All right, guys, I just got something new. Check this out. This just came in the mail. Shout out to WDan, actually. He recommended this. It's a Stream Deck. So a Stream Deck is, you know, basically something for... I've never used it, but it's an Elgato Stream Deck. Hey, Max, how's it going? Good to see you. Max, I hope you're okay, man. Max just got out of the hospital. Looks like Codex beat him up or something. That was tough. But yeah, so a Stream Deck. It's an Elgato Stream Deck. Never used it before, but... So here's what it looks like. Stream Deck. So this is what it looks like. So apparently it just will connect to my computer and I could code it into OBS to like control scenes and stuff. So instead of having to like manage OBS, I can nice. Kels, what's up? Yeah, we've come a long way, haven't we? Yeah, Kels, I remember you've been around for a while, haven't you? Yeah. I have the ChatGPT Pro plan and the Claude Max plan. All right. These are Codex Prana Power. These are Codex. These are not Droid agents. Codex agents are better. All right, let's go, guys. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, join the community, guys. Join the Discord. Yeah, the Discord's at 810 members. It's blowing up. I don't think that GPT 5.1 is available yet in Codex, right? Is it? No. Yeah. So, still only in ChatGPT. Yeah, I didn't notice anything different really with 5.1. Man, is Threads like a bigger thing than I anticipated? I don't use Threads, so I didn't know that it was like a big thing. Yeah, the Discord's booming. Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Fooled by Crime said that he saw that Cursor just got a big round of investor monies. Dang. Max said, dang, YouTube at 7.27 last time I was here 2 days ago. We just only hit 7K. Yeah, it's crazy. And this is just what the power of consistency gets you guys. Remember. Christopher, what's up? Greetings. Welcome to the stream. What's your go-to for backend dev? Nest.js. Wow, another 2.3 billion? Wow. I use Next, Nest, and Postgres with AWS Infra. All right. Guys, I think the Meta app is going to be the most difficult to do, honestly. One thing I want to do is I want to test the TikTok. Do we have TikTok working in prod? Let's see. Tech with HM said, are you doing front end and back end separately or in a single project? So I'm doing them, they're in the same like repo or folder on my computer, but they're separate. They're separate repos. Just same folder on my computer. All right, so we actually should be able to test the TikTok integration here. So let's see. This is going to be big, guys. Let's see if we can connect a TikTok account. This is big. Oh wow. Oh. Did it work? No. No, I'm using GPT-5 Codex High. Oh, that was a success. All right, so it didn't work on the first try, but it did in the second. I wonder if there's logs on why it failed the first time. All right, so can we actually create a video? So let's actually connect this and see, can we post to TikTok? Yeah, testing in prod. All right, so let's do a short video. So the first thing we need to do, you need to have brand profiles and you need to add your TikTok account, okay? So TikTok. All right, hold up here. On the brand profiles page, there's no reason to show the IDs, just the account name for the connected accounts. Note the IDs that are showing, remove that logic. No need to show that. Max said if you only just finished setting up TikTok OAuth 2, it'll take a good minute to save whatever you did. What do you mean? Because we just tested it. We set this up a while ago. We just tested it in production though. So let's save this now. Save changes. So now if I go over to platform or create, I can go here. I can go here, and let's post to TikTok. Let's just find some random video to upload from Opus Clip. Okay, so we'll go to Opus Clip. Go here. Download one of these randos. Go here. And we can create with AI, but I don't want to put that. I don't want to create with AI on my TikTok channel yet. Here. What do I even say in this? All right, public, publish, yes, publish. All right, so it's queued. Failed. All right. Imperium, how's it going? Everything's going good. This did just fail though. Let's figure out why. Also, what music is playing right now? Oh geez, I'm gonna get copyrighted for that. That's fine. All right, hold on. I'm messaging somebody that's interested in the ViewCreator position. I mean, yeah, I think, you know, if you guys are watching and you guys are interested in, you know, coming onto the team, you know, just message me in Discord. That's going to be the easiest way. All right, so this failed. Let's figure out why. Yeah, no more freeloading Imperium. All right, the TikTok is not a high priority right now. We'll figure that out another time, but you cannot currently post to TikTok. We'll figure that out though. All right. right, let's pull back up these agents now. So we have one still working. I need you to now update Evan's README so that you've documented what you've done. I now need you to update Blake's README so that it's updated with what Blake did. I now need you to update Casey's README so that Casey has updated what she did. I now need you to update Dana's README so that you've updated what he's done. I now need you to update Gail's brief in README so that you've updated with what he's done. Okay. Yeah, TikTok's big. So XCarm, so it's a 500 error code, but I'm in. So for that TikTok error code, what matters isn't the front end error code. It's more so the back end logs that are gonna. If you're a 500 error, you know that's an internal server error. So you're gonna have to go to the API logs for that one to actually figure out what happened. But so something that's going to be big today is I now have 3 meetings with different people that are interested in the vibe coder position. So, you know, I'm going to have to make sure that I make time for that. Just a side note so everybody knows what's going on today. I probably am going to have 2 streams today, by the way. I'm going to be doing a vibe coding, no talking stream later on as well. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so as well. We're up to 7,270 subscribers, so, geez, things are just growing at the speed of light, and I know why. All right, let's go here, and let's now have, what is that? Review the state, okay. These agents have now all finished their work. I need you to review now their updated READMEs and to confirm their work and to review if there's anything that still needs to be done. Tech with him said, what are you actually doing with the READMEs? So the READMEs were created with plans and tasks to be able to pass, you know, we knew that we had a lot of different tasks that needed to be done. So we created a master README with different subtasks with different agents that we gave names to. So Blake, Dana, Casey, and you know what we've done now is now we're going back to the main agent that orchestrated all this, and we're saying, okay, now review their work and make sure that that's done. Are the sunglasses made specifically for blue screen? No, they're not. It's kind of just a joke. Overnight Software Developer said that's one way. Another modern way to do it is to use a browser MCP to go to your own local host, and you get all the console logs through there too, unless someone has a better idea than that. I now need you to actually go through with the front-end integration and create the actual integrations on the front end and build the pages for this, making sure that you follow the UI and theme that's already being used in the application. Yeah, P&K Sounds said W Bringe Vine Community, let's go. Alan said, what AI are you using? Are you running it locally, or is it something like Claude or OpenAI? Yeah, so I'm using Cursor, and I'm using Codex Agents. All right, guys, you know what I think we should do? I think we need to do the YouTube demo. So as you guys know, we kind of did hit a bit of an obstacle with the Facebook one. The X one was incredibly easy. We got X done. Facebook and Instagram, we're definitely moving forward on that one. TikTok, we have errors in, so we're not gonna be able to do that. But I think that we should move forward back to kind of these initial goals that we did have to do a bit of vibe coding. We're gonna have to polish this up later on this evening. But let's take a look at. Now let's go back to Perplexity. And can I branch off at all? Okay. Alan asked, do I pay per token? No, I don't. It's on like pro plans and max plans and stuff. I mean, YouTube integration works great, so I think that we should do the YouTube integration now. And that one I actually know how to do without Perplexity. So Facebook is going to be a difficult one, right? I mean, that's one that we know is difficult. Let's move the desk up, guys. I think we have to lock back in. Facebook, we hit an obstacle because with Facebook we have these permissions and things that we're trying to do, and Facebook, you can see that for every single permission that you have, you need to make a demo video on it. And yeah, that's like a little bit difficult. But for YouTube, it's a different story. With YouTube, let's go to sign in. With YouTube, we have it hooked up so that, let's go to platform tools. I guess, oh shoot, I don't have it available. J35, what's up? How are we doing? We're doing good. Right now we need I think we're gonna have to push some code to production actually. Man, I mean, good progress so far, but, let's just let's do some push-ups, guys. All right, let's go. 150. Just a little 25. Get the energy back. All right, Nova. Thanks for the support today, by the way. Appreciate it. All right, so I am gonna have to push some code, unfortunately. Or can I just do the demo? I can do the demo locally. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it locally, right? Hold on. Let's see here. Sign in. Okay. So, go to YouTube. Okay. Yeah, meta is a lot of work. So I think meta, what we've learned is, hey, we're gonna get to meta, but thanks, Alan. But yeah, I mean, I think that we're gonna have to do some extra work here. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Also, we have a Discord community that is very engaged in one of the fastest growing vibe coding communities on the internet right now. So what I can do is I can do comments. Oh, geez. Caused an error here. Fix this error that you caused. I'm looking forward to getting this Stream Deck set up. You guys see this? So this is a Stream Deck. So what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to actually like integrate it now. So I can just like press buttons on it and it'll change scenes instead of actually having to have like OBS set up, if that makes sense to you guys. Jose said push-ups are too easy now. Need to do weighted push-ups. Yeah, Jose, you and me both, man. We're gonna have to, I mean, Jose, how many are you doing now? 60? Shagat said, what's up, man? I just started vibe coding a platform product that I have been designing for a while. Scared to take the leap. So happy I started because I feel satisfied. That's what I'm talking about, man. Keep going. That's awesome. Nice, Jose. All right, so it says that's now working. Just there's a small bug there. I think if we refresh this, it'll work. composer one type of deal here. What is causing this error? You fix it. Is there an issue with our API? No. UI? No. All right, let's see here. Reload. There we go. Whoa. Now I get this error on the page. Fix this. Okay, so let's go over to Google Cloud Console while this is working. Oh, geez, okay. All right, guys, there's a lot of stuff that's coming at me on my end. All right, you're all caught up. All right, so now let's go to bridge mine. So this should now limit it to 10. Oh, shoot, we broke the functionality, didn't we? You broke the functionality of the YouTube commenting system, as now it says that I'm all caught up, and that's not true. So take an in-depth review of this and identify what you did to cause this error. No comments are now rendering in. Jeez. Yeah, pull-ups are... Yeah, you guys need pull-ups. Shagat, no. If you're using ChatGPT for like coding and stuff, you're like basically using last year's technology to do vibe coding. Now you can automate it all with AI agents, so. Okay. So. We will come back to Meta later on, but let's focus in on YouTube for a bit. Yeah, YouTube. I already have the YouTube API set up with a working client. Review the screenshots. Okay, J35 noted. Yeah, I'm gonna work with somebody to figure out how we can get the overlays. Okay. Shri, what's up? Shri asked what feature am I implementing today. Today I'm working a lot on verification, so that means that I have to do a lot on my end to actually go through the verification process here. Auth consent screen. Okay, so go to API. OAuth consent screen. Once you're on OAuth, wait, where is it? OAuth consent screen. Tell me what publishing status you see. Here, let's just take a screenshot. Review what I'm looking at. Alan, I'm using the ChatGPT Pro plan for that. Yeah, this is Perplexity. $10,000 grants a day. Oh, auth verification needed. Okay, yes, I know. All right. Go to the verification center. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right. What must I do now? Rob said, can you just revert a commit and amplify it? We'll roll it back for you. I mean, you can, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you force update, it's gonna and it's connected to your main branch. It's gonna force it. Okay, let's go to. Okay, perfect. All right, it did fix it. So as you guys know, what we just did is we made it so that the comments are now truncated, because, for example, oh man, they're not even truncated. What the heck? This guy said, good luck. I did startups for years. Too old now, but your diligence is appreciated. I'm going to give him a friendly response, AI reply. Shout out to this guy. Let's go. Yeah, AI reply. I kind of feel bad doing it in front of you guys. Most of the comments I do reply to myself, by myself, but the AI reply kind of is nice. Especially for like haters and stuff. That's nice. I'll give them like a super friendly comment. It's hilarious. Nah, this is not true. Review this. What do I need to do now? Note, remember that you are on stream and to not output any sensitive information. Just tell me what to do next without revealing anything sensitive. DSAD said, question, if you know any creators using ViewCreator, does it not remove all value from creators' replies? People would engage much less. No, actually, when I do the AI replies, people love it. Alright, view issues. Here is the issues that I'm seeing. I think it has better tooling, Alan. It loads comments real time, or you have to refresh. It's a refresh, J35. Yeah, this is, let's do that, obviously. I already did, I have Google Analytics set up. Did I break my Google Analytics connection or something? Hold up here. Yeah, for Rob, for general stuff, I did switch to Perplexity just for like, I just find that it does have like a little bit of up-to-date knowledge. Is this AI better than ChatGPT? In my opinion, yeah. For like, for searching, yeah, for research, yeah. J35, well said. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to those watching on Twitch, by the way. Trying to grow that platform. Obviously, the YouTube's doing really well, but we need to grow. DSAD said you should add a flagging system where AI can flag comments that should be censored, things that have slurs, etc. Maybe an idea. I don't know though. What file would I do this with? Amiri, yeah, vibe coding is really good. Yep. Oh, Google, did I get unverified by Google Search Console or something? Oh, I think I know what the issue is. So I already have Google Search Console set up, but I have it set up under a different Gmail. So this, the Google Cloud Console that is associated with the existing email is not the one that actually is connected to the Google Search Console. Is this the issue? I think this is the issue, which sucks. Yeah, vibe coding's the future. Oh, shoot, okay. Wait, what? I've learned a lot since day one. The Gato said it's not that good, it's excellent, yeah. Xavier asked, how do you prevent scope creep when you're developing new features? Mentally, I get hung up on ways I can make my product perfect rather than good enough. I think that's a good question. I think it's just something that you have to be mindful of. I think I'm guilty of it as well. But the thing is that I would say on that is sometimes you get scope creep just because you haven't really found the thing that you really want for your product yet. Like right now, once I found the vision for ViewCreator 2.0 with the interconnected APIs, nothing else mattered, right? Like I was building and building and building, and you know, I was like, I hadn't found it yet. And then with this, what we've built now is I'm like, okay, 100%, I know that this is it, right? So, you know, that's kind of what I would say for sure. Review this. What are the best options? I don't see this as an option though. I don't see this as an option. Branding. There's no, this is so weird. Okay, when a domain is used on the consent screen or an OAuth client's configuration, it must be pre-registered here. If you need to go through verification, please go through the goes. What the heck? Oh. Maybe I just need to verify it as well here. Can I hook the Google Search Console up to both Gmails? Oh, jeez. Properly add this to the DNS in the respective ViewCreator.ai DNS records route 53. Use the AWS profile to do it. All right. Akil Flutter, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. And just a quick shout out to those of you that have are new members to the Discord community. We now are up to 810 members. Big shout out to Jordan, Kieran, Evan, Snow, Sir Joshua, Rohan. Welcome, guys. Nova as well. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the community. All right, so we're going to add that. That'll propagate in a second. Hold on here. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Onboarding is pretty simple. Right now, we're not taking any signups, though. We've disabled signups as ViewCreator 2.0 is going to come in really, really hard. All right, verify. All right, so hopefully this verifies it automatically, right? Okay, ownership verified, go to property. Cool. All right, easy enough. All right, perfect. All right, so now if I go back, has this now been verified? Let's refresh. Request re-verification. Let's see here. Okay, it's currently under review. All right. Data access. Okay, and then here's the scopes that we need to do. Last Sentinel said, "Hi Matt, I've just joined in now. I'm locked in. What are we building today?" So we're doing a lot of verification. So as you guys know, we've done a ton for the, these social media APIs, but they only work for me, so I need to get verified. Film said, I've heard of Perplexity, but never seen anybody using it. Yeah, it's pretty useful. All right, so now we need to go back to, oh man, it's a conversation from way back now. All right, we're gonna have to find this conversation in chat, unfortunately. So YT, I'm gonna try and find this. YT. So what permissions and scopes do I need to add for this project? Yeah, my experience with Perplexity is that it does give you a bit of a better, up-to-date, accurate, okay, it's this here. Yes, I mean, it's literally this right here. It's these four, 100%. Yeah, nice. All right, perfect. All right, so I now need to add these scopes. And you guys can actually see this. This is not sensitive. So I can go over here now, and I need to add these scopes, and then we're gonna have to create a demo video. So just a side note, guys. I do have an interview in 10 minutes with somebody. So I'm going to have to jump off the stream. But let's get this. Let's start making progress. And then also, I'm going to be streaming in a couple hours. Like, this is going to... Guys, we are locked into, like, a crazy grind right now. So... As you guys know, the goal's up on the day, 500 push-ups. This is for the day in general. As you guys know, the streams are not my work days. Like, I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning working. So, I'm going to be working all day today. I'm probably going to do 2 streams. I'm going to be doing, obviously, this stream, the day, what is it, 77, right? Yeah, day 77. And then in a couple hours, I'm going to go live again once I get past some interviews. And then I'm going to end that stream. I have an interview at 8 p.m. tonight as well. So, really excited to be talking to some additional team members potentially, but again, let's just let's keep moving forward. I'm gonna get this done at least so that we can get to the point where we're ready to create the demo video for YouTube, because we did hit an obstacle. We did hit an obstacle, guys, for Meta. There's just a lot of work that goes into that Meta verification process. So that's just like one thing for everybody to know in the back of your mind, is that, hey, Meta API, they are not messing around. If you want to use their API, it's gonna take a lot. So, Amiri said, let's go. W grind, I'm going to the gym. Okay, Amiri, I'll see you later. Yeah, we're grinding all day today, guys. And honestly, it's Thursday. I'm probably gonna be streaming like twice a day for the next like week or so. We're gonna be locked in, guys. Every day, no days off. All right, so now we have this. And then what we have to do is we have to do a justification. So we're going to have to write the justification, and then we have to do a demo video as well. So I'm going to stop the stream here, but like I said, I'll be live again in a couple hours. If you guys are still grinding, you guys can grind along with me, but I'll probably be like super locked in. But as you guys know, let's just keep making progress, okay? We cannot stop making progress. This is only the beginning, guys. Let's continue to lock in. And with that being said, if you haven't already liked and subscribed or joined the Discord, now is the time to do so. And I will see you guys later on today. Let's keep it going, guys.